Hey y'all, I thought I would show you what we had for breakfast this week on the January Pantry Challenge. We're doing the Three Rivers Homestead Challenge, trying to go a month or two without going to the grocery store. I did have that liver mush in the fridge, so I'm going to use that up. I'm also going to make some French toast. The grandkids are here, so I'm going to mix some of that up. I'm just going to add some vanilla in there with the scrambled eggs, and I always add just a little bit of milk or water. I think I put a little bit of milk in there. And I'm frying up some sausage. I'm going to fry some loose sausage, and then I'll make some into patties. So I'll have that for the week for Doug's breakfast. I'm going to make some sausage gravy. I'm going to use that a couple different ways. Check out my short if you want to know how to make perfect gravy every single time. And I'm going to butter a casserole dish. I'm going to make two different casseroles, and they will both go in the fridge until tomorrow, and I'll bake them and freeze them. So I've just got, on this one, I'm using some cut up biscuits. I've just cut them into 4 pieces, and then I'm going to lay them in the casserole dish. I am not using a recipe. I am just going to throw some stuff in here because you don't really need a recipe for something like this. So I've just laid the biscuits in there, and I'm going to pour the sausage over the top, and I'll add the cheese, and then I'll scramble the eggs and pour that over the top. Just however you like your scrambled eggs. I'm just using mine with a little bit of milk, salt, and pepper. So I'm just going to scramble that, add the milk, and pour that over the top of the casserole, and that's it. And that will go in the fridge overnight, and then we'll bake it. And if you wanted to add ham or bacon in these, you could. These recipes are pretty much interchangeable. You could kind of use whatever you would like. In this one, I'm going to use a crescent roll and some softened cream cheese and some eggs, and I'm going to use that gravy that I had made. And I will use that in this casserole, but you could also use it in the one with the biscuits. And I'm just going to take that cream cheese and layer it over the crescent roll, and then I'll add in the sausage. I think you could add in peppers and onions. You could even use a hash brown crust if you don't want to use the crescent roll. So I'm just going to layer some of that gravy onto the sausage, and then I'll top it with that cheese that I already have shredded, and then I'll top it with the scrambled eggs. And then we'll put that in the fridge and let it sit overnight until we're ready to make it the next day. And I had some of those crescent rolls left over, so I'm going to go ahead and combine some sausage with the cream cheese, the rest of that cream cheese that I had, and 1 egg, and I'll put that in the crescent rolls and roll it up, and I'll bake that. I love doing that. It's so easy and it's quick for a really quick breakfast. And if I don't eat those all, and then I can throw those in the freezer as well. So now I'm going to start on a breakfast pizza. I've had this crust in the fridge for a while, so I thought I would use that. I'm going to bake it for just a few minutes just to get it a little bit golden brown, and I don't want it to get soggy. I'm going to add the gravy, the rest of that gravy that I made, over the top, and just smooth that out and leave the edges, because I like the crust is my favorite part almost. And then I will add in my scrambled egg. Instead of just putting a raw egg, I'm going to cook my eggs with some salt and pepper, and then I'll add that to the top of the breakfast pizza, and then top it with the cheese and bake it. And the grandkids really love this pizza, and especially with all that sausage on there. They usually don't like sausage, but they ate this because I guess they maybe thought it was hamburger instead of sausage. But we really love this, and I think it would be good with some peppers and onions on the top too next time. So now it's the next day, and we're going to pop these casseroles into the oven. And what we don't eat, I'm going to flash freeze and put it on a tray, and either flash freeze them and put them in a Ziploc bag, or do them individual. That way I can just pop one out and put it in the air fryer or the microwave for Doug. But this turned out so good. I think that would even be good in a biscuit. Top it with another slice of cheese. I think that would be delicious. So I might try that next time. But we're just going to eat these for breakfast today, and then we'll freeze them for later. And this is the one with the crescent roll. And I'm just gonna put them on that seal pat so they don't stick, and freeze them just like that, the ones that we don't eat. I had some leftover breakfast pizza, so I'm going to put that in the freezer for next week. And I made these biscuits. that I found in the freezer, and I took that sausage that I fried up and scrambled some eggs and made a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for Doug's lunch or his breakfast. And the next day I scrambled him some eggs, and I found some bacon in the back of the refrigerator, so I made him the bacon and eggs for breakfast. And this one is my breakfast. This was some leftover chicken fried steak and gravy that we had last night, and I just poured that gravy over the top, and this was delicious. I hope you enjoyed this week of breakfast that we had on the January Pantry Challenge, and I'll see y'all in the next video.